Braveheart, Passion of the Christ, Apocalypto, Hacksaw Ridge, Flight Risk. I don't understand why Mel Gibson made this movie. I think Mel Gibson is a legend. I love and adore Mel Gibson. I adore Mel Gibson. I know he's made mistakes. I don't care. He is a legend, a great actor, a fantastic director. I had no idea this movie was coming out. I saw a trailer when I was going to see something else recently, and it said, from director Mel Gibson. I was like, oh, Mel's making a movie. And Mel Gibson has only made epics. That's all he's done. And they're all epic, and they're all fantastic movies. So I thought, there's gotta be more to this movie. It can't just be a 90-minute action flick. There's gotta be something else happening here. So I went in tonight with, I don't want to say expectations, but I did expect a good movie. This movie is trash. It's 90 minutes. It feels like 2 hours. The acting is frustrating. The filmmaking is so spotty. I can't believe this is Mel Gibson. I cannot believe it. I feel like Mel Gibson made this movie to practice or just get a paycheck to help fund Passion of the Christ 2 or Lethal Weapon 5, whatever he's doing. This is not a passion project. This is not a Mel Gibson movie. I don't know what this was. I got no idea what this was. And it will flop. This is the second night it's been out, and there were 2 other guys in the cinema with me. Just 3 men sitting in there. Now that tells you everything. This movie is about a US Marshal, the lady, don't know anyone's name, transporting a key witness in a case, Topher Grace, Venom, to Seattle or whatever. Mark Wahlberg plays the pilot. Turns out he's a hitman in disguise and is there to kill the witness. That's the movie. After the initial reveal that Mark Wahlberg is not who he was pretending to be, because he starts off as this nice pilot, like that's it for the reveals, and that was in the trailer. So there's nothing else to this movie. Nothing happens. It's literally just these characters on a plane. Topher Grace, I haven't seen him in much, but everything I have seen him in, I think he's horrible. I don't think he's good in this. He's bad. You don't believe a word he says. He tries to be funny, doesn't work. Mark Wahlberg, he's funny. He has some really unhinged lines and acts crazy and is bald. And Mark Wahlberg looks terrible bald. And then there's the lady, and I was sitting there, and every line she said, I'm like, you are not an American actress. You are not, because the American accent was so forced. It was like, I'm an American. I'm a US Marshal. You know, she's hitting all the things you gotta hit. Be American. You gotta have a bit more gravel in your voice. And I don't know what I'm doing right now. It's midnight. Leave me alone. I'm not pretending to be a professional actor right now. Don't judge my American accent. I just knew this lady wasn't American because the accent was so forced. She's hitting those hard R's and the deep L's, you know, like an American. Can't you tell I'm an American? I Googled her while I was in the theater because I had to know. Yeah, she's English. It's so obvious. You can just tell. I don't know. I'm a self-trained American accent person. I can do it, but I'm self-trained, so it's not perfect. But I can tell when other people are doing accents now. It's ruined it. It's ruined it. Because they try so hard to hit the everything you gotta do to sound American that they almost go too far and sound too good. Like it's the textbook American accent. No one sounds perfect in their accent. I know Australians that can't speak properly, but they sound Australian. I know Americans that don't sound perfect, pronounce words perfectly, pronounce words differently sometimes, that are still American. English as well. We all have our accents and dialects, but we're not perfect. And I don't know, I'm really going on about this accent, but it drove me nuts. She's a good actress. She was okay in this movie. The accent was just driving me insane the entire time. And another thing, if you're gonna cast a leading lady in a movie, she's gotta have some presence. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, this lady doesn't have much presence. The movie hinges on its actors, and Mark Wahlberg, he's really got nothing to do. He's tied up for most of the movie. He's passed out for another half of the movie. The lady, she just talks and talks and talks in her American accent, and she's talking on the phone to people all the time that you don't see, and it's uninteresting, and then you learn about her backstory and you don't give a fuck. Topher Grace is making quips and you don't give a fuck. The CGI is something special. I could not believe the CGI in this movie, how bad it was, and the filmmaking. Like the way the camera moved or didn't move, or the establishing shots are all CGI. There's a shot, the first shot of the movie actually, that's when I knew. I was like, oh no. It pans down on this hotel. I could swear it was AI art. You know how AI art has like this sort of artificial smoothness to it? That's how the first shot of this movie looks. And I was like, oh. And then there's a shot, an establishing shot when they're on the tarmac getting into this plane. It's clear as day. They've just keyed in these actors, they're on a green screen, keyed them in really small onto this tarmac. It's so bad. But then in the next shot, you're actually seeing the plane take off in the location that the establishing shot was. So it's almost like they just got the B team out there to film the plane, film the B-roll, but they couldn't get the actors there at the same time. It's bizarre. There's moments in this movie where it looks great, and it's real. They're shooting on they're shooting this shit for real. You can tell. But then sometimes the CGI is just absolute crap. I'm talking too long about this movie. It doesn't deserve it. This is a really bizarre movie. I don't know why it exists. I personally don't think there's anything here for anybody. There's no action. Trust me. Anytime the movie starts to feel like there could be an exciting scene or some action happening, it's over within 90 seconds. And then it's back to sitting down and talking, how do we land this plane? I pitched to you this movie, all right? US Marshal transporting a witness. A hitman gets on board, disguised as a pilot. It's a 90-minute flight, it's a 90-minute movie. What do you think is gonna happen? Take the most boring ideas coming into your head, and that's flight risk. Don't go see it. I'm sorry, Mel Gibson, I love you, but this ain't it. I hope your next movie is better. Topher Grace, go clean toilets for a living. I'm sick of talking. Thank you all. Goodbye.